Laninovich. This is my announcement that I'll be showing up to A1.
I looked at RacerX Vault and it said the last season was 2012.
Yep.
Give me a rundown on 2012 and then where you went after that.
So 2012, I had come back to racing, took 2.5 years off and had someone call and want me to come back to racing. So did that. Didn't turn out too bad. I think I finished 7th in Supercross.
Yeah.
And got a TLD fill-in ride for Vegas Supercross. All their guys got hurt. And then I did 5 outdoors. So that was done. So then for 13, TLD had offered me a ride. And I wanted to stay loyal to the person who got me back into it. We were going to get a semi, a Renegade or something and kind of do my own deal. Well, that all fell apart beginning of November and all the rides for TLD were already taken up. So that was kind of the end of that. I was pretty bummed out. I was feeling really good on the Supercross track then. So yeah, I was done racing and went back to coaching and did that for 6 years. And then in 2016, I was kind of over coaching and riding and all that stuff, and went and became an electrician for 6 years.
Making some real money.
Yeah, a real job.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. I mean, it's not fun like this.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I did that, and then Ryan Zieber, he called me and said, "Hey, we need you to train my son," and quit my job. Started coaching him, started building up my clientele, and that was doing good, making money. And I was kind of joking around on a podcast, Whiskey Throttle, that if I kind of wanted to race. And it was like, I was serious, but it was also a joke too. I thought, no way. And then Team Faith called and, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, let's get a bike and let me start riding Supercross, see how I feel." And yeah, now we're here and I'm showing up to A1.
Sweet. When would have been the last time you rode a Supercross track before this? Like
2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how fast does it come back? Obviously, like you've been at the top level before.
Yeah. I still have a long ways to go, speed-wise, but it took me probably a good 2 weeks of Supercross to get comfortable, maybe 3 weeks. I've been riding Supercross for 8 weeks now, almost. So the last couple weeks, been getting a lot better. It's just my fitness.
Yeah.
I started training September 4th, I believe it was. Just getting on the mountain bike and gym and riding. I got a bike, so I started riding outdoors first for a month, and then in October I got on a Supercross track.
So why the comeback? Like what at 40? You'd be the oldest rider on the gate, 250 class.
Yeah.
What, and why?
Honestly, I have no idea. It's crazy. I don't know. God's opened up the doors, and Bobby J's Yamaha is sending me dirt bikes, and people are sending me parts for it, and I'm really surprised that I could ride the way I do at 40 on a Supercross track.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing, honestly. God's given me a talent, and I really feel like he wants me to come back out, so hopefully we can do something special next year.
What are, like, I hate the question of goals, but like what are you want to put it in the main, you want to make the night show, you trying to podium, like what are some of your goals for you?
I wouldn't be doing this to make the night show or the main event, but yes, for now, get in the main event, and I would love to go battle with these kids. If I can break in the top 10, I don't think it's going to happen at A1, but if I could break into or battle with the guys in top 10, I'd be stoked. But yeah, for sure in the main event.
Will we see you outdoors?
Nah, I don't think so.
If this year goes good, what's next year?
I think it's just a one-year deal, but I don't know if it goes well. Heck, maybe next year too. But I think it's a one-year deal.
My name is Robert Hailey, and 2024 Supercross will be riding for Team Faith, Fly Racing, Java Peace Coffee, Bobby J's Yamaha.
Nice. All right, Robert, we have the tallest guy in the pits and the oldest guy in the pits on the same team.
Yep.
How much taller are you than Benny Bloss?
I think he's about 6'5", so I'm 6'7", so 2 inches.
How old are you?
20.
So you've grown up being super tall.
Yeah, I've always been pretty tall.
What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of being so tall riding moto?
I would honestly say there's not really as many advantages as there are disadvantages, but definitely one of the big advantages would be the whoops, for sure.
I personally think like for a while, like the Ryan Villapoto era, it was cool to be short.
Yep.
Before that, it was like Pastrana, you could be tall and be fast, and I feel like it's kind of swinging back now to being like tall, strong, fast.
Yeah.
I think it all kind of goes together.
Everybody's decently tall.
Yeah.
And then you have this couple short people. It's like Jerry Martin.
Yeah.
Short.
So last year you rode Yamahas, right? How'd you come to link up with these guys?
So I'm really good buddies with Isaiah Goodman and Todd, which were on the team last year. So I kind of just hung around with all these guys last year, and we hung out, went out to eat, stuff like that. And then this summer I called them and they were like, let's do it. So.
All right, so you made the trip out from Georgia.
From Georgia, yeah.
You drive out here?
Yep, we drove. We were at Minios, so I was mechanicing at Minios for Kay Johnson.
Oh yeah.
And then we got back Saturday night after the race ended. We got back to STF at midnight, and we left Sunday morning at 11:30 and drove here.
So you wrench on the side?
Yeah, so last year after Supercross, I wasn't racing outdoors, so I worked for the Rock River Pro Team for Luca Marsalisi.
Oh yeah.
And then it definitely helps pay for a little bit of it.
Right on. What was your best result last year?
I want to say I got 12th in the LCQ in Nashville.
Nice. So goal this year is make mains?
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely get in the mains. I'd like to make at least a couple, if not all of them.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
On your gear, anything have to be modified to fit your height?
No, not much. I mean, most of the gear that I wear, it goes down long enough, and jerseys are long enough. But
You spend a lot of time riding a 450?
no.
No?
Only 250s.
No way.
250s only.
Right on.
I had a 450 a couple years ago. I rode outdoors on it. That was when I was still amateur. I rode a 450, but since then, I mean, I'm really not a big fan of riding a 450 on Supercross yet.
Any special mods to your bike because you're so tall?
Definitely. So I go with the tall seat from Guts, the low pegs with flow, and then surprisingly enough, I have stock Honda bars on my bike with no bar risers.
Just personal preference?
Personal preference, yep. I ran Mika's, I had the 997s, and then I switched to Pro Taper and ran the Wyndhams. And then whenever we got the flow levers, I had to, the lever didn't go in far enough on the Pro Taper bars because I like to grab it like right on the edge. And it didn't go in far enough on the Pro Taper bars because it like dropped off sooner than the rest of them. So I just put stock Honda bars in there, closest bend to those. So running the stock Honda bars, and then yeah, I think we got ODI this year, so I got the stock Honda bars from them too.
Nice. So your plan is to be will you be the tallest rider to make a main?
I'm not sure. I think Jeff Loop, wasn't he like 6'8"? I don't know if he made mains or not.
I don't know.
Jeff Loop was pretty tall.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
YouTube will find the real answer on this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he made any mains or not, but I think he was 6'8".